Hey everyone, today we're going to do a review of the brand new Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, released today, April 20th. And we'll take a look at this and then also compare it to the Google Pixel just so we can get a comparison. So here it is, the S8 Plus. Nice black matte packaging. Got the gold foil stamping here with the logo. So nice look. Alright, so you got your packaging here. Standard stuff. Terms and conditions. Welcome. Nobody really cares about that. Nobody reads it. And then you got your wall adapter here. Standard wall adapter. You got some extra adapters here. Now one thing that's pretty cool is they actually included a nice set of headphones. It's the Pure Sound headphones by AKG. We'll open that up quick. Take a quick look at that. These go for about $100, so it's pretty good value. So these actually get a pretty good fit in the ear. I like them a little better than the standard headphones. So if you're gonna spend $800 on a phone, you might as well get something with it. All right, so here's the Galaxy. We'll go ahead and take the plastic off. That nice slow peel everyone likes. And the first thing you'll notice is the design is just phenomenal. I mean, there isn't a phone on the market that looks this sleek. This is the midnight black version, which I kind of like the midnight black because the screen is an edge to edge. It almost creates like a nice seamless look, whereas if you get one of the other ones, it actually has kind of a color variance. So it almost creates like a one nice, one piece, but that's just preference. It really comes down to your personal tastes. So I'll go over a couple specs before I fire up the phone. Obviously it's a 6.2 inch screen, 2960 by 1440 resolution. You got a 12 megapixel rear camera. Now the front camera is actually an 8 megapixel, so that is a pretty big upgrade. This comes with a octa-core processor. You got 4 gig of RAM, 64 gigabytes of internal storage, and also has a micro SD slot. This device comes with Android 7. Of course, Samsung has their own proprietary operating system overlaying it, but they've kind of minimized it, so it's a nice experience. Bluetooth 5, which is nice. You can have 2 devices access simultaneously, and there's a good look at the phone. And on the back, of course, you've got your fingerprint reader there, which again, it's another thing that some people are complaining about a little bit, but really, I mean, with what you're getting for this phone, it's a minor complaint. I mean, sure, it's something they can improve. But... All right, so we'll go ahead and fire up the device. You start off on your welcome screen here. So here we are, we have her powered on now. Great looking screen, but one thing I want to show you that you may want to do right up front, Samsung, to limit the battery life, they actually brought this out with a lower resolution setting. So if you just pop into display here, you'll actually see here, first of all, the brightness is lower, so you might want to raise that a little bit to make it look better. But the main thing you want to do is on screen resolution. Again, this is a preference, but I feel you should get the maximum power out of the device, so you can bump that up to maximum resolution. So now that that's done, you're at max resolution, so you can see beautiful device. Got your capacitive button down here, so that's a kind of a force touch, similar to what Apple did. I think what they should do on the next one is just pull this all the way to the bottom. That way, maybe you just have a little bit on top, but just make it totally seamless. But yeah, looks great with the black. You've got face recognition on this phone, so you can use that, or you can use the fingerprint scanner, which you can see. And so you have your buttons here. You got your volume control. And then on the other side, of course, you can lock the phone. And you have a new button here, which is the Samsung Assistant Bixby. So first time you use it, you will have to start it up and put in some settings. So you can see Bixby, it'll pull up things like your schedule, helpful information, weather, news, looks at things that you may be interested in. So that's a quick look at the Samsung S8 Plus. Let me just do a quick comparison to the Google Pixel. First, I want to just show you really quickly, if you look at the box, so that was the S8 box, and here's the Pixel box. You can see the massive size difference. Almost looks like a mini tablet. I don't know what they were thinking there, but not bad. Nice looking box. So now if we look at the S8 Plus here, let's take a look at the Google Pixel by comparison. Here you can see the side-by-side comparison. The main difference is the screen. It's just very impressive screen on the S8. It does make the Google Pixel look a little bit dated by comparison, but we'll see what they have up their sleeve for the next iteration of the Google Pixel. But you can see the design difference. This just has a much slicker feel in the hand, and the screen is just really phenomenal. You really have to see it in person to get a good feel for it. I mean, you can look at different features, and other phones may have features that you like better, but as far as just the look and the screen, this is really phenomenal. Samsung's really pushing the limit here. But here you can see the two phones side by side. The S8 Plus just has a much more modern look with the seamless bezel here, the infinity display as Samsung is calling it. You can see the Pixel with the pretty thick chunky bezel there, so it just makes it look very dated by comparison. But keep in mind, Samsung has really been pushing the boundary with technology, so I think a lot of these other phones on their next updates are going to be trying to catch up there, but I think Samsung will remain a leader as far as design. A lot of people are hoping Apple kind of steps it up on the next one. The rumor is they are coming out with a full redesign, so that'll be pretty interesting to see. Now, one thing a lot of people talk about is the curved display, but I gotta say, they kind of toned down the curve from if anyone ever used the S6 Edge, that was a much more drastic corner curve on it. Whereas this is really a nice, smooth, good feel in the hand. Not as much of the accidental clicking of the edge panel there. So it takes a little bit more effort to click it, but you can go ahead and set up different things in there like stock quotes or contacts. It's debatable how usable that is, but you have all your apps here. You can create folders, all that type of stuff. I gotta say, I'm liking the midnight black here. So this is really seamless. Look at that. Look at the way the edge kind of like folds in. I had a tough time finding. I know there's a lot of great videos, but just kind of showing that how seamless that is with the black. It just looks really nice, and it's a glossy. This is a glass back, which Samsung does to actually help with reception and signal. But really a smooth cutting edge design. Feels great in the hand. You really have to see this phone in person, and now that it's released in store, so you can go check it out. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, or leave a comment below. We're going to be doing a comparison of some of the new accessories coming out in future videos, including the wireless charger and some of the other accessories, and seeing is it worth it, is it not worth it. So keep on watching. See you later.